Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudia and I'm going to be guiding you through a nice stretch for the spine to release the stress and tension away, and also to lengthen and relax the muscle. When we have a lot of pain and tension on the spine, our bodies tend to overcompensate in other areas, so it is really important that we just take some moments here to focus on that long and nice spine. I want you to maybe find some props. I like having a good pillow and also a block. So I want you to start by coming onto your sitting bones and lengthening all the way from the groin down to the feet. And then as you inhale, reach the palms to the sky. And exhale now, hinging here from the hip, folding the chest over the thighs. I like having my pillow here. And you can let go of the crown of the head, releasing down the palms, the sides of the body. Relaxing that chest down, melting into the thighs. Taking 10 full breaths, rounding into the spine, pushing the shoulder blades away from each other. Take 8 more breaths in that forward fold. Two more breaths. As you exhale, slowly start to roll through each vertebrae, coming all the way to the top, allowing the shoulders to come all the way up to the ears with an inhale. And exhale, letting go of the shoulders. Now place the palms behind you, bend into the knees, cross the legs, move the hips a bit further to the top of the mat, push away the back of the mat, and let the chest bone come all the way up to the sky, drawing the shoulder blades closer to each other, gazing up to the ceiling, taking 5 full breaths. And exhale, letting go, coming all the way back here to the center. Now we're going to move the feet out to the sides of the body, letting the heels touch the hips slightly, moving the knees a bit out to the sides, sinking down into the back of the feet. You can grab a block or a pillow and place it here behind you, or not place anything behind you. I like having some extra support. Now you can slowly begin placing down one elbow at a time. And you can stay here, grabbing onto the ankles, or even let the back sink all the way into the ground, relaxing down the crown of the head, releasing the palms, letting them face the sky, taking 7 full breaths into the belly. Slowly allowing the air to come in through the nostrils and out. Four more breaths. Now begin wrapping around the ankles, shifting the weight of the torso onto the elbows, coming slowly all the way back here to center. Place the palms into the mat. Release away the feet out to the sides and sink into the hip. Place the feet here in front of you, keeping the knees bent. Now wrap around those shins, grabbing onto the opposite elbows. And once again, draw away the shoulder blades, rounding into the spine, placing the forehead to rest onto the knees, taking 5 full breaths. And exhale, letting go. Now grab onto a block and place it here next to you. Begin stretching out the legs. and rolling all the way onto the back, coming all the way down, bend into the knees, and slowly lift away the hips and place the flat side of the block beneath the sacrum on that flat bone, that lower back, slowly sinking down that sacrum. You can begin stretching out one leg at a time or keep the knees bent, feeling your body's limit, coming all the way down and relaxing the shoulder as you exhale, letting the back melt into the floor as the sacrum is hovering above ground, relaxing on the block. I'm gonna stay for 10 full breaths. Four more breaths, all the way into the belly and out. Releasing the tension, loosening the muscle with the breath. 2 more breaths. And exhale, begin moving the feet closer to that block, bending the knees, slowly lifting away the hips from the block, taking your time and removing the block here out to the side. Place down that sacrum and shift the weight of the torso onto the elbows, coming all the way back onto the sitting bones. Move the sitting bones closer here to the back of the mat and extend the legs out to the sides. Let the forearms come into the floor and stretch out those legs. You can just remove the block so that it's not in the way. So now we're gonna come into a very intense posture. I want you to start letting the chest fall into the floor and place down the left cheek into the mat. Extend the left arm out to the left side and press the right palm into the mat underneath the right shoulder. Start lifting the chest away from the mat and lift the right leg. Bend that right knee and place the foot behind you. And move the hips a bit more over to the right side of the mat. Reach the right palm all the way to the sky and bend into that elbow. And start to place the right fingertips underneath the left rib cage, just pushing them in there to open up the shoulders. We're gonna stay here taking 10 full breaths. Halfway there, taking 5 more breaths, breathing through that tension. And now start to let go of the fingertips, releasing the right palm back down next to the face and using the palm to guide the chest back into the ground. Extend out the right leg, coming all the way back to center. Rest down that right cheek and extend the arms down the sides for 2 full breaths, feeling the ground beneath you, neutralizing the body. Very nice. Now place down that left palm here underneath the shoulder and extend the right arm over to the right side. Now press away the mat and lift that left leg all the way up. Bend into the knee and place the left foot here behind you. Reach the left palm to the sky, bend that elbow and just hook those fingertips underneath the right rib cage if that is possible for your body today. Or let that palm rest down, finding your way, adjusting as you go, taking 10 full breaths. Pressing that left knee all the way up to the sky, opening up that hip. Five more breaths. Now release those fingertips, place down the palm and use the left palm to guide the chest back into the mat. Extend out the legs, come all the way back to center. Place down the forearms and the elbows and the palms into the mat. Grab that block and place it onto the tall side between the palms. Now you're going to start to let the forehead come all the way down into the block. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, you can try and let that chest fall a bit deeper into the mat in your Sphinx posture, releasing the palms so that they're facing the sky. Relaxing the glutes, relaxing the legs. Making sure that you're not flexing into the feet, but relaxing the muscles and the tension away. Completely melting into the ground, taking 7 full breaths. Let go of that forehead and place the block over to the side. We're going to go into a bit of a deeper back bend here in this posture. So this time place the palms over to the corners of the mat, extending out one arm at a time, getting into that seal, squeezing into the glutes to protect the lower back, gazing slightly upwards. We're going to stay for 7 full breaths. Exhale, letting go. Very good. Letting the forearms come back into the ground, letting the elbows come back into the ground. Now bend into one leg at a time, coming all the way onto the knees. Let the knees come out to the sides of the mat and the feet can meet each other here in the middle. Now begin sinking down the hips into the heels and extend the palms all the way to the top of the mat, resting down the forehead, letting the chest melt into the ground in your child for 7 full breaths. Exhale, let the hips come back into the middle of the mat, lifting away those hips, tuck the toes and place the knees hip width apart. Now as you inhale, drop down that belly, open up the chest to the sky, tilting the pelvis all the way up, lifting the hips. And exhale, push away the ground, round into the spine, tuck the pelvis strongly under. Inhale, sinking down the belly, open up the chest. And exhale, round into that spine, push away the floor. Inhale, drop. Exhale, tuck under. 3 more. And exhale, letting go. Cross into the legs and sink back down into the sitting bones. Rooting into the mat, just moving yourself a bit closer to the top of the mat here. Now we're going to place the palms strongly here onto the knees. And as you inhale, you're going to draw the torso over to the left side and open it up to the top of the mat. And as you exhale, push into those knees, round into the back and move the torso over to the right side, drawing a circle all the way back. Inhale, open up to the left side, top of the mat. Exhale, right side, back of the mat. Tucking that pelvis strongly under. Inhale, tilt the pelvis to the sky. 1 more. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So inhale as you draw the torso over to the right side and to the top of the mat, tilting that pelvis. And exhale, draw the torso over to the left side and to the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. exhale back to center, letting go, finding back into that neutral spine, placing the palms at heart center, letting the crown of the head float on top of that final vertebrae, floating and staying soft in the breath, letting the prana flow in and out through the nostrils. Take one more final breath. And as you exhale, bow down the forehead into the palms, taking time to thank yourself for showing up on the mat. Maybe setting an intention for the rest of your day, sending off thoughts to people you love or yourself. And exhale, letting go. I am so happy that you decided to come on here and share your time and your energy and your practice, and I really hope that your back is feeling a lot better and more stress-free, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!